Now.
Welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Meddy. Today, officials of the Dane County Sheriff's Office announced they are now considering the disappearance of a couple who owned a cabin in Langlade County suspicious. Here's a look at Bart and Krista Halderson in a picture posted to the Dane County Sheriff's Facebook page. The Sheriff's Office says their 23-year-old son Chandler reported them missing on Wednesday, saying they never returned from their cabin in White Lake. Investigators later found human remains as a result of the investigation on a rural property in Dane County. Those remains have not yet been identified, but the son has now been arrested, accused of providing false information on a kidnapping. Tonight, an inmate at the Oneida County Jail is dead from suicide, according to the Oneida County Sheriff's Office. They say corrections officers observed the attempt around 10 last night. They called paramedics. They tried life-saving measures, but the inmate, who was not named, later died at Ascension St. Mary's Hospital. The Vilas County Sheriff's Office and Oneida County Medical Examiner are still investigating the exact cause of death, while the State Department of Corrections and Oneida County Sheriff conduct their own reviews. A missing man in Minocqua has now been found. Minocqua police began searching for Jack Edward Crabtree after he disappeared in the early morning hours near a bearskin trail entrance. Chief Dave Yeager later announced Crabtree had been found later this morning. He's now back with his family. Yeager also thanked the community for their help. A project aimed at improving a stretch of Highway 51 in Lincoln County is set to get underway in less than 2 weeks now. Governor Evers recently signed the nearly $15 million contract to make it happen. It starts July 19th. Expect single-lane traffic on a stretch of road between the Lincoln County line in Pine River and County Highway K in Merrill. WisDOT doesn't expect to wrap up the project until November of next year. You can follow along and learn more details on the Department of Transportation's 511 Construction Update website. All right, Andrew, the weekend is here and it's shaping up to be a good one.
That's right, Justin. It will be great. It will be very similar to today to get started, actually coming up on Saturday. So we had high temperatures today in the mid to upper 70s. Right now, those temperatures are in the mid 50s to even some 70s and mid 60s towards southern to central Wisconsin right now, and most areas under clearing skies. There is hardly any wind out there right now, too, so there is going to be a stillness to the air overnight. Any breeze at all will be coming in from the southeast, and that will be very light into tomorrow as well. Now, looking at the rest of our Friday night into Saturday morning. So clear skies tonight, but we will be having an increase in clouds early on in the morning. So we'll call it partly cloudy skies for the day. And you'll notice more of that cloud coverage is going to be off towards central Wisconsin yet again. So looking at the rest of our night coming on up, we have those temperatures right now in the 50s in the North Woods. And we'll be staying there tonight with those lows forecasted in the low 50s, right around our average low for this time of year of 54 degrees. Justin?
Thank you, Andrew. Today, Governor Tony Evers officially vetoed a pair of Republican-authored bills. The first would have delayed local redistricting efforts until 2023. The other would have prohibited Wisconsin police from enforcing any future federal gun control laws. Evers called that move because he thought that law would have been unconstitutional. Today, more lawmakers are reacting to Governor Evers' veto yesterday of a bill that would have loaned money to buy 2 currently closed paper mills in north central Wisconsin, the former Verso paper mill in Wisconsin Rapids and the Park Falls Pulp and Paper Company. Evers cited 2 major concerns in this decision. First, that the federal funding may not be usable for this purpose, since they were set to come from the latest COVID relief bill, and that the dollars must be paid back within a couple years, which he didn't think was enough time. Republican State Senator Patrick Teston, one of the authors of the bill, says those concerns are silly.
It's highly disingenuous that he claims we can't use these funds in the way that we had written in the legislation, but that's his purview with his veto pen, and I hope people remember that.
Evers wants Republicans to use general state funds from the $2 billion plus surplus to support the mills, which he claims will allow more flexibility and provide more long-term stability. Evers originally pushed for an amendment to those bills that Teston says was rejected, saying it would have killed the bill's chances of passing the legislature.
What the governor had proposed was a complete poison pill for the legislation, so we didn't adopt it. because it wouldn't have achieved the ultimate goal of having those mills reopen.
Democratic Representative Katrina Shanklin's optimistic of some type of compromise eventually, saying with most of the legislative session left ahead of us and a surplus of state funds to draw from, there's no reason why we can't all come together and try again. End quote. Park Falls Mayor Mike Boblick echoed those thoughts on Facebook, writing in part, quote, the legislature should take the path of least resistance and pass a bill the governor is sure to sign. The governor's veto message on AB 367 is clear on what that is, end quote. U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin held a roundtable discussion with Marathon County leaders today, talking about the issue of rural broadband access. She believes high-speed internet is an essential resource, proven especially so during the pandemic.
I believe that we should increasingly look at it as a public utility, just like we would telephone service, electrical service.
Baldwin also talked about other forms of infrastructure and the potential infrastructure bill in Washington. Huge day on Wall Street as all three indexes hit major record highs. The Dow gained almost 450 points, as you see, to close at a record 34,870. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ also rose by about 1% to close at new all-time record highs. The number of new COVID-19 cases nationwide has been creeping back up over the last few weeks, spurred by big increases in a few pockets of the country. And after bottoming out in June, Wisconsin's numbers have risen a little as well. Today, DHS reports 125 new cases statewide. We're averaging 91 new cases per day over the last week. And nearly all serious new cases are among people who are unvaccinated. Right now, DHS reports about 58.5% of all adults in Wisconsin have now completed their COVID-19 vaccination. Other news, the CDC has issued new guidance for schools saying students and teachers who are fully vaccinated do not need to wear a mask even inside. The agency adds children and adolescents benefit from in-person learning and say returning to in-person learning in the fall is a priority. However, they still recommend those who are unvaccinated, which includes many kids, continue to wear masks indoors, and they recommend a layered strategy, including social distancing and testing as well. A reminder, these are just guidelines. COVID-19 has obviously been a huge story for well over a year now, and many of you are probably sick of hearing about it, as are we, frankly. One News Watch 12 viewer called in this week to tell us he thinks we talk about it too much.
To listen to your messages, press L.
I'm wondering why you keep beating that poor horse to death about the COVID. You know, you have a lot of other good news out there, like today you had it on the brothers on the fire department in Janesville and Clinton. You know, that was excellent good news. That's what I think you should be reporting on more than stuff like the COVID stuff that carries on and on and on. The most boring news you could ever put on TV. Thank you.
Balance is important in life and in news. Big believer in positive news stories. That's why we do more of them here than probably almost any TV station in the country. We also have to talk about serious news that we think is impacting people's lives. That's why we do news. And the pandemic, as much as we may hate it, is impacting a lot of people's lives. I've lost a lot of sleep. I've gained some gray hairs over the last 18 months, trying to figure out the best way and the most appropriate tone to use while telling pandemic-related stories. How do we appropriately explain the seriousness of the problem without unnecessarily scaring anybody, but also without giving anyone a false sense of security? Hindsight's 20/20, but in retrospect, really, if we knew at the beginning of the pandemic for how long this would be impacting our lives, we probably would have talked more about it, not less. In other news, Hodag Country Fest continues tonight just outside Rhinelander. We'll give you a peek inside one of the most unique campsites there in just a few minutes. But first, Andrew's in with your full weekend forecast. That's next on Newswatch 12 at 10.
Dad, we do this every day. When I was your age, we didn't have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with intelligent all-wheel drive. You know what we had? The occasional Sunday drive, a gravel road here and there. We didn't get to experience the thrill of groundbreaking driving technology on a daily basis like you kids do.
The fiercely reimagined Nissan Rogue. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models or save up to $52.62 on select models.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today.
Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Right now, get $750 customer cash on a new 2021 Camry, CHR, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Save More Marketplace, our expansive produce section features a large organic selection of the freshest fruits and vegetables. Get ready to fire up your grill with the finest cuts of Black Angus beef, USDA Prime, Wagyu ribeye, over 15 varieties of broths made in-house, and so much more. Our Scratch Bakery has fresh breads and custom cakes and design specialties for any occasion. Our deli has a great selection of meats, cheeses, and quick and easy meals. And with Save More on the go, we bring the freshness to you.
Welcome back and happy Friday night. We have a great start to the weekend for your forecast, and then things are changing up with some rain starting on Monday. But for now, tonight, we do have those clear skies in Eagle River right now, and there's a stillness to the air, hardly any wind at all, with temperatures right now at 56 degrees. Over in Wausau, a little bit warmer for you. We're at 67 right now, also under clear skies and next to no wind, feeling comfortable all around. So we have those clearing skies off towards northern and central Wisconsin, a few more clouds off towards southern parts of the state. Though we're all going to be pretty dry overnight tonight, we will have a go for showers late on Sunday, and that's going to be due to a low pressure center that's going to be taking its time to be crawling through Iowa into Illinois, staying south of Wisconsin, but some showers will trickle up towards our area along with some clouds. So that takes its time to work through our area, and then we'll be having more showers for the rest of the week. But like I said, tonight we aren't worrying about those just yet, so some clearing clouds off towards southern Wisconsin, clear skies in the north woods in central Wisconsin, temperatures in those 50s to 60s right now, getting on down to those low 50s, even some of us touching the 40s overnight. And then tomorrow morning in Rhinelander, we're going to be right back up to the 60s by 8 a.m. and we'll have those high temperatures once again settling in those mid to upper 70s for your daytime highs, and all the while being under a cloud and sun mix on Saturday, but I'm thinking more sun than clouds. So looking at your day on Saturday, we have that cloud and sun mix, temperatures getting on down to those middle 60s into the evening, overnight getting clear skies once again, and then we'll have those daytime highs on Sunday, once again making a run for those 70s. Starting off the day, seeing more sun than clouds, but you'll notice throughout the day we will be having that increasing cloud coverage later on into the evening, and that will be our next chance to be having some rain showers working on through the area overnight Sunday. And after that, we will be having more rain chances coming up through the beginning and really all the way through the rest of the week, and there will be some thunderstorm chances in there as well. And then looking at that future rainfall potential we could be having, so we'll take this all the way to Wednesday and park it at 4 o'clock, seeing about half an inch of rain for central parts of the state. Off to the south, a little more of us reaching for an inch plus of rain, and far northwestern parts of the state getting a little bit less than a half an inch of rain. So basically throughout the week, the more rainfall will be coming on down to areas especially south of Highway 29, Northwoods getting a little less rain for you. And all the while, temperatures will be pretty steady for the upcoming week. So through the weekend, enjoying those upper 70s, low humidity, feeling great. Monday, we're going to be down to 73. It will feel a little more muggy, and we'll keep that muggy feel with those upper 70s for the rest rest of the week, staying below our average for this time of year of 80 degrees. But for now, overnight tonight, we're getting down to a low about 52 degrees under hardly any wind, and we'll expect some fog to develop late into overnight, which will then dissipate into Saturday early in the morning, and then we'll have a day of partly cloudy skies, high temperatures for those upper 70s. It will feel really great out there too, with next to no wind. And now for a look at your 7-day forecast, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, is going to show that really awesome weekend coming on up, but then overnight Sunday into Monday, we have a change in that pattern and having then a more of a wet stretch to take us through the upcoming week. Justin?
All right, thank you, Andrew. When you think of Hodag Country Fest going on this week, you probably think of the country music, drinking, and fun. One family, though, thinks flamingos. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains.
This is Camp Flamingo. The sign says so.
The name couldn't say it any better. Flamingo chairs, flamingo pillow, flamingo lighter, flamingo hairbrush. All the things you can find at the Prellwitz Country Fest campsite.
Everything in our campsite is flamingos.
And all these flamingos didn't just happen overnight. 15 years ago, Carrie and her friend just wanted a way to find their campsite. Instead of looking like most other campsites at the Hodag Country Fest, the collection started with a few plastic flamingos to mark their spot.
It started from there and it went downhill really quick or uphill really quick, whichever way you want to look at it.
It's the one time of year Carrie gets to display her collection, sit back, and enjoy the week.
Well, I let it go for a while, and it got to the point where it actually started becoming obsessive. I did put my foot down this year to try to buy an 8-foot flamingo that we had found, but I couldn't figure out, for one, how to get it here, because trying to pack this trailer to get it all here, it almost needs its own trailer.
The giant flamingo didn't make an appearance this year, but all the other pink collectibles made everyone flock to the campsite. It took 2 days for the Prellwitzes to set up camp, but Carrie said it's all worth it. Every year she meets old friends and makes new ones, and she's just glad she can help make memories for people.
It's really fun. And then year after year, people stop back. Oh, I was here, I was there, and I saw a flamingo, and I thought of you. And then I thought of Hodag, and it just made me smile.
What started as a way to stick out from other campsites did just that.
No, never get lost now. At night, it glows pink. Happy Hodag!
Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks are in a bit of a hole in the NBA Finals, but they're not done yet. In fact, they may just be getting started. Hear what Giannis is saying about the team's chances after the break.
Ripco Credit Union, since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. Let us help make your home your own with furniture and mattresses you love. Home furnishings from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and more. The area's largest selection of quality Amish-built furniture with many styles and custom options. Find top brand mattresses in stock, including Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Need furniture now? We sell our floor models with new arrivals weekly. Stop in our 2 locations in Eagle River with exceptional selection, service, and savings. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress.
Welcome to Birchfield Nurseries and Garden Center, where quality, knowledge, and passion for growing plants ensures a healthy and hardy product. From the smaller potted plants to the larger bulb and burlap trees, we have many items to choose from. Birchfield Nurseries has them all. We are here to help you grow with 55 years of experience. Birchfield Nurseries, located on Highway 8, just west of Rhinelander.
Let's dive into Lake Minocqua for an evening showing of Creature from the Black Lagoon. August 14th at Torpy Park. Watch the movie from your boat or afloat in the water. Pre-show beach party starts at 5:30 p.m. For ticket and event information, visit letsminocqua.com/dive-in.
Ripco Credit Union, since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Sports Watch 12 with Nate Myhoff starts now. I can only imagine how quickly the Bucks wanted to get out of Phoenix and back to the friendly confines of Milwaukee. After 2 tough losses to open the NBA Finals, the Bucks have actually looked a lot better on paper than you may expect. According to the analytics site Shot Quality, the Bucks were projected to win Thursday night's contest 88% of the time. Essentially, the Bucks played very well, and luck just did not go their way. The Suns shot 50% from 3, and their 20 made triples is tied for second most in a finals game. But the Greek Freak was putting his name in the record books as well. Giannis had 20 points in the third quarter alone, and that's second most in the finals, just behind Michael Jordan. With the Bucks now trailing 0-2 in the series, it seems easy to push the panic button, but Milwaukee was in this same spot against Brooklyn just a few weeks ago, and they know how to get the job done.
You know, we've been here before. We know what the deal is. Just gotta be aggressive, keep enjoying, playing together, keep enjoying playing basketball. Well, we know what the deal is.
I don't think my heart could take another Game 7 like the last, but here's hoping the Bucks can get it done. Game 3 is set for Sunday night with tip-off at 7. On the flip side, the Brewers managed to gut out a win for Milwaukee on Thursday night. It didn't come the easy way. After blowing a lead and then fighting from behind, Avi Garcia was the hero. His 2-run homer gave the crew the lead for good. But would we see more drama the next day? Game 2 of this huge series with the Reds, and Cincy would get out to an early lead. Top 4, Tucker Barnhart opening up the scoring. He rips the ball the opposite way. Christian Yelich there to cut it off. It's not in time. The Reds up 1. And that was all the run support Wade Miley needed. He was shutting down his former club and got some help here from his third baseman, Eugenio Suarez, taking away a base hit from Tyrone Taylor. Brewer offense can't get things going, and they fall 2-0. This weekend, local baseball fans will be treated to a feast of Legion baseball in Merrill. Clubs from all over the Northwoods will meet on the diamond, but before the games can begin, we got to get a tune-up in. Minocqua taking on Eagle River, and Minocqua had a huge first inning. This looks like a simple walk, right? Not to Max Toyala. After the ball gets away, he gets on his horse and scores all the way from second, heads up base running, and he puts the 89ers ahead. And they kept it coming. Here's Will Fortier, base knock that gets through the infield. That's another run coming home, and Minocqua up 2. But the 89ers were getting runs the tough way. Alex Fortier with a chopper towards short. The throw offline. 2 more runs are scoring, and Minocqua led by 4. And then the defense came out to play. Here's a shot to center field, and here's Toyala. Lays out to make the catch. That's web gem material right there. And Minocqua rolled in this one 9-0. In 7th grade, I competed in our middle school spelling bee. I took 3rd, not to brag, but I don't hold a candle to the kids who competed in last night's Scripps National Spelling Bee. And I definitely can't hold a candle to the champion, Zayla Avant-Garde. Not only did she capture a spelling bee title, she is also a basketball prodigy. Avant-Garde has 3 Guinness World Records for her dribbling skills and is a dominating force on her middle school basketball team. Her dream is to play in the WNBA and even coach in the NBA after her playing days are over. And that's, of course, if the Oval Office isn't already in her future. Justin, I don't know if I would consider myself a fraction of the basketball player that she is, much less her talent at spelling. But what about you?
Every kid on stage is a better speller than me. Though I do have a geography bee championship in middle school to my name. Anyway, this week a woman from Illinois earned what many people consider a more routine prize, but at her age, still very rare. We'll have details after the break.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elko.
Here's the thing. When you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. No trade-in required or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Whether it's for work or play, you want a truck that'll get the job done right. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, POWERSTROKES, CUMMINS, DURAMAX, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lens trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, can be purchased online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Lens Truck.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now.
It's time to invest in care. I care for seniors and people with disabilities so that they can live in their homes. That lets their families go to work. Joe Biden's American Jobs Plan will give working families the support they need and jumpstart our economy.
It's better wages and benefits and opportunities for caregivers who are disproportionately women of color, and immigrants.
Tell Congress to pass Biden's plan and invest in care jobs now, because care is essential.
SEIU is responsible for the content of this advertisement.
The UFTA Sign Store has over 1,000 different signs. Signs for any occasion or any location in your home. Man cave, cabin, she shack, bedroom, you name it. With popular signs like Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Elvis, Wizard of Oz, Three Stooges, John Wayne, Marilyn Monroe, Jack Daniels, Budweiser, Miller, Coors, Hams, Ford, Cripes. That's a lot of signs. The UFTA Sign Store, located in Rothschild, near Harbor Freight. Great gifts for friends and family. Yeah, you betcha.
It's taken more than 80 years, but an Illinois woman has finally earned her high school diploma at age 102. Gladys Wright dropped out of high school in Paris, Illinois back in 1939. This year, she earned her diploma through the school's adult education program. The town also declared today Gladys Wright Day and gave her a key to the city. We'll be right back with one final look at your forecast after the break. But first, Newswatch 12's Chris Baranek has this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
They're both marvelous.
Okay, I got a question for you. Where do fishermen get their hair cut? The Bobber Shop. I can't even apologize for these anymore, so I'll just get right on to this week's Big Old Fish. We start off this week with 7-year-old Jace Christensen from Deerbrook. Now, he caught this beautiful largemouth through the ice on a medium shiner with a tip-up, and this was his first fish on a tip-up. Well, that's one heck of a fish, Jace. Keep on reeling them in. Next up this week, we have 10-year-old Alicia Kronig from Hazelhurst. Alicia was out fishing with her family on an Oneida County lake, and they were having kind of a slow morning until finally a flag went up. Alicia grabbed the tip-up, brought the line in, and ended up catching this delicious bass. Way to go, Alicia. That's not only a delicious bass, but it's a big old fish. Keep on reeling them in. Finally, this week, we have 3-year-old Avery Reed from Friendship, Maine. Now, Avery caught this brook trout while fishing with her dad, Dylan, on Duck Puddle Pond in Waldoboro, Maine. Well, that's a heck of a fish, Avery. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Northern Taxidermy Fishman is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Get 25% off our low Slumberland price. Incredible deals. Huge markdowns. Plus 25% off our low Slumberland price. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Looking for a better way to cool off this summer? Start with a trip to Wickersham Jewelry and receive a free Yeti cooler with your purchase of $1,500 or more during their Super Summer Jewelry event, June 28th through July 10th. Wickersham's has hundreds of engagement rings, wedding bands, earrings, bracelets, and necklaces in every style and gemstone. Take advantage of interest-free financing. Wickersham Jewelry. If you can dream it, we can make it.
It's the sweet and savory crepes menu at Perkins with a melody of flavors starting at just $7.99. Try our Neapolitan or ham and cheese crepes and more. And a sweet deal for a limited time only. Enjoy a whole Perkins pie starting at just $9.99.
Stop into Menards today. Your plumbing headquarters. Keep your basement dry with a Barracuda sump pump. They're built to last and are dependable. Save today with 11% off all Barracuda pumps. Check out our selection of Morton water softeners. Eliminating hard water will help you get softer skin and cleaner clothes. Right now, all Morton water softeners are 11% off. Start your next project and get 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Have you ever looked up how much of an appliance is made in the U.S.? At Maher Water Corporation, we use systems that are 90% made in the U.S. In fact, over 80% of the unit is made right here in the Midwest, and 75% of the entire unit is made right here in our beautiful state of Wisconsin. Combining the local made product with a local family company means money spent here stays here. So call us today to meet our Wisconsin-made family.
Huge online auction, Rhinelander, Wisconsin. 150 firearms, ammo, collector car, trucks, trailers, UTV, golf cart, tools, home contents, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
And your folks at Hodag are being treated to a pretty weekend.
They sure are, Justin. It's pretty nice out there tonight, even with those mostly clear skies. Temperatures in the 60s, getting down to those low 50s overnight, so maybe a little bit chilly for some, and there will be no wind. But late tonight, you'll be waking up to a little bit of fog into the early hours of then Saturday morning. So that's going to develop late tonight and then dissipate early. And then we'll have partly cloudy skies for the day, high temperatures in those upper 70s. So feeling very nice. And that will be the case again on Sunday before we have rain chances developing late overnight into Monday. And then, Justin, for the rest of the week, rain chances all the way until Friday.
So the Legion baseball games, no problems with weather.
No, none so far. Let's knock on wood. Sounds like a perfect night for a bonfire, too.
Sure does.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
All right, thanks, Nate. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a good night.